This is Mike. I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, visiting East Coast Honda, and I'm checking out a 2016 Honda Odyssey Touring Elite at night. So I'm going to show you the interior and exterior lighting situations with this vehicle. So right now I have what's called the parking lights on. So the parking lights consist of these amber lights here on the corner, plus a dim high beam light there. So that's the high beam side, but it just gives us a dim light. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back. Tail lights. You see it has this LED accent across the back, which is looking pretty sweet. You also have the tag light, the license plate light, illuminating that portion of the vehicle. So there's your turn signal. Just have the amber light flashing here in the corner. You also have amber lights here on the side mirror, which you can see all the way around. And we've got the amber light flashing in the back. Now I have the low beam headlights, which are powered by an xenon HID projector tube right here. And you can also see the fog lights are on. They are powered by reflector halogen lights. You can see a little bit of difference in hue there. The fog lights are more of a yellowish hue, and the HIDs are more a bright white. I'll try to give you a first-person view of the headlights here. There's the high beams. I don't know if you can actually tell. Problem is we have this pole light here, some light interference. Let me go ahead and turn the headlights completely off so you can see what I'm talking about. A little bit of light already. So there's the parking lights and the high beams, low beams, high beams, and the high beams will give you a much greater distance across this field. I can actually see with my eyes. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you can see those trees on the other side of the field. And the low beams gives you can still see the trees, but just a lower, it goes down lower, and also it's more focused. And also the fog lights turn on with the low beams, so the fog lights are off with the high beams. So now we're looking at the high beams. Now the fog lights are off with the high beams. So the high beams are powered by a halogen light here on the left side. This is a reflector system, and there's the projector system. So this is more of a floodlight powered by a halogen bulb. This is a HID low beam there, so you can see the difference in the color. Let's go ahead and start looking on the inside of the vehicle, starting here in the back. So here in the back, there's not any direct lights in the cargo area back here, behind these back seats. So, not any on the tailgate here. There is a backlit button for the to close the tailgate. But as far as a light back here, I don't see any. Now there is some lights in the third row for the third row passengers. You can see the seat is well lit, and you also have here on the side this little place where you can plug in the headphones and plug in media inputs there, and as well as an Edison plug for plugging in stuff. You can see pretty good back here. This one has the Honda vac, which has a little backlit button here. Now I'm getting some light coming in from over here, so it's going to be darker. I'm going to try to cover it up so you can see there's no actual light other than the little power button there. Take a look here at the second row. See what we have. Now I have it set to where the interior lights turn on with the door. So when the door opens, all the interior lights turn on. So you can see the third row light, the second row light, and there on the front, and there's a light on both sides. So you have lights on this side and this side. which helps out with really good with the lighting situation. It's much better than just having a center dome light. So there's your seats. The floorboard is illuminated really good. The seats are illuminated, and you also have some climate control buttons on this side that are all backlit, and this one has the entertainment system, which is pretty cool. Has like this super wide, I wish I had a DVD to put in there to demonstrate it, but it's got this huge screen back here, and there's your remote control, and this remote control is removable. You know, you can leave it in there as like a little control panel, or you can take it out if you want. So this button here for closing the door, opening and closing the doors, is backlit. Let's go ahead and close the door so we can see what's on the inside of the door. Alright, so the inside of the door has a power window button that is backlit. And that's about it there. Let's take a look on that side. Take a look in the driver's seat. You see all the cool stuff in here. So here's the inside of the door. It has this puddle light down here shining on the ground to help with my visibility of where I'm stepping. Then you have some backlit buttons here on the door. Your presets are backlit. A whole bunch of backlit buttons on this side. And then overall, with all the lights turned on, you have the center lights, 2 center lights there, illuminating this whole section. Now I am getting a little bit of light from these pole lights, but I think you get the idea. Okay, let's take a look on the inside. Now I've turned this van around to try to eliminate as much, it doesn't matter which way I go, there's always these lights shining through. So I've got this shade up to kind of help out with that, but I think we'll be able to get the idea. The steering wheel has the backlit buttons here. Now the steering wheel buttons are very dim, so only in the darkest situations will you actually see the backlit buttons here on the steering wheel. And I was looking and I couldn't find a way to actually make those brighter. Now I can make the gauges brighter or dimmer, but it doesn't matter what I do. The lights here on the steering wheel remain the same. So the gauges are very easily seen, and I've got it about where I would have it, so you can see it pretty good. Then you have the night mode there on the navigation. You have all these backlit buttons down here for your climate control, and then your touch screen down here. There's your shifter, your start button there. You have all your buttons down here, and your cool box and your DVD system buttons are all backlit. Now right in this center position, I put the key here so you can see this blue light, and which is pretty cool because it's actually this blue LED that's right up here, and it's kind of helping with giving you, if it was really dark, you can see it's kind of like a real soft moonlight throughout the vehicle, just that one light, and that it doesn't mess with your night vision at all. It just kind of allows you to get your bearings in the vehicle and kind of see where you're at. So most of the lights concentrate right in here where your cup holder and center place would be. You also can see a little bit inside with that, inside this compartment with that light, but it's very dim. Let's take a look in the glove compartment. And the glove compartment has a kind of a soft light in there. Hopefully the camera's picking it up. Sometimes it's hard to pick up. There we go. So that looks pretty good. The camera's kind of representing the interior light there of the glove compartment well. And up here we have the tap lights, so you can always turn on the light if it'll focus. So you have the tap lights one on each side. You have the ability to turn on and off the lights here, like so, and the center position is for the door. You have some backlit buttons here for your garage door openers and your sunroof And the visors, we have lights and mirrors, 2 mirrors, so that way you don't have a big shadow on your nose. And it's an auto dim rear view mirror as well. Now it looks like there's a little dim floorboard illumination, and it's really hard to tell, but it sure does look like there's some illumination under there. So I don't know if the night vision will actually pick it up. Yeah, it's hard to tell, but it looks like, let's see if, yeah, it's really hard to tell, but I think there's a little bit of illumination there on the floorboards. Just kind of go over everything. The cool box, see if there's a light in there. Yeah, I don't think so, it's dark. Night vision kind of shows you the areas in which there's no light. So let's take a look in here. There's your headphones in there. You have some cup holders back there. Okay, there you have it. 2016 Honda Odyssey at night, showing you all the interior and exterior lights. I think it's has plenty of lighting options here. I wish I had a little bit of a better place, a darker place actually, to show it off, because all these parking lot lights are not really helping out. I mean, I think you can get the idea, but I think it would be much better if I had a really dark spot. I can show you the headlights a little bit better. But anyways, this is all I got for now, so hopefully this helps out. So thank you for watching, and thank you to East Coast Honda for allowing me to show off an awesome vehicle, and I'll see you guys next time.